Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me or no?
Yes, very
Okay,
clear,
cool.
very clear.
So, need the deck list and have you go over it or not? How do you want to do this?
What kind of thing you want to do? You just want to talk about your experience, or you can send me like either screenshots or share your screen or
Yeah,
whatever.
the screen wait room chat thing. Okay, sorry. I'll just give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I put the screenshot in the chat, but basically, I'm having a lot of trouble. I'm trying to get top 10 on DB. I'm like 30
Oh,
something right now. Uh, and I'm stuck. I think a really hard time against pure Zoo, as they just normal summon Zeus when then they just out my board and I just lose long run. So I'm trying to find stuff to deal with that.
fair. Let me set up the stream first. Should be good. So, all right. So this was what BAPK.
It's pure. It's like 3 BA cards. It's PK.
Okay. So the release of the graphics here doesn't matter at all. We proved that.
Hmm?
I was just saying, like, I'm joking.
That's for the end board because
Yeah.
with the 2 level 3s, I get
Well, I'm
with the
just
two pin.
I'm
What's up?
just I'm just joking. Like the release of Graph and Seer from the
Oh yeah, yeah.
Badlands
Oh no, no, no,
doesn't
no,
matter
no.
at all.
Like those cards did nothing at all. They're worthless.
I've heard like, let me see. I think like this a couple weeks ago when Graph and Seer finally off the list, someone in the like one random group chat just be like, "Oh, so BAP gonna be the best." I told them you can play like five each Graph and Seer and just not doing any different like now.
No, you literally you don't play more than one.
Yeah. Let me see. So the idea is Cherubini.
So do you want to know the general end board or not really?
Tell me what a single like what's it called
Sure. So
single like
scales
shape breaking. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, scout.
Scales
That's
discard Fogblade,
uh huh.
ends on Bardiche with Fogblade set, Dragoon, and Requiem.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
that is one, and then also I have Break Sword and Grave. So that's a lot of interrupts. That's one interrupt with Fogblade, a negate with Dragoon, another interrupt with Bardiche, and then the 3 monster negate destructions with Requiem. So that's
Uh,
a strong enough end board. Like I can if I get that
send
off, I win.
any PK card. Okay. Sounds.
So I'm actually like I built this because it has a surprisingly. I know it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me because Drytron mains Lancia,
Hmm.
but I actually have a pretty good Drytron matchup because with main drop with those, if I can, they if I just get the Requiem out, they just lose. It's like having Appaloosa against them,
Yes.
and yeah, and then also with throw, it's not too bad actually. Virtual World isn't too bad either, so I can just like it's mid range. And I'm also have good against. It's pretty good against control. I can push through it, but it's really just like the go second stuff that really
Hmm.
just messes me up, and I don't know how to deal with.
Yeah. Also seems like you have a not good time against back rolls.
See, yeah, it's rough, but all like game one, unless they're setting more than like 3,
Hmm.
I can try to play through it, which isn't too bad. And maybe this is under respecting it. Do you think the 3 Lightning Storms Duster reboot is enough respect for back row or not really?
Three Storm Duster reboot. Let me think. Three Duster. Three
No,
Dust.
no, no Lightning Storm, not Duster. I'm
Oh yeah,
sorry.
the Duster Three Storm reboot.
Yeah.
See, if you have space, obviously having like one or two more Twin Twister isn't bad because you have plenty of discards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In fact, I want to discard them.
yeah. Sometimes we have to discard to even do anything.
Literally.
The struggle plays.
No, no, no. Seriously, Twitter. I tried it. Twitter's actually a starter sometimes. It's actually really, really nice to unbreak my hands. I just don't because like Droll is so good against Drytron. Lancia is really good against both. Again, it's basically like I chose Lancia over Twisters because it also is good. It's not as good, obviously, versus the back row, but it hits Eldritch and works really well against Virtual World.
What's
So I decide because it works on both of my logic. But
what's a D barrier really for?
that was my attempt at dealing with Zoo. Is that so? I decided because they always because pure Zoo goes because pure Zoo goes like second, the one I have trouble with. I just decided if I see it, then I just win. That was maybe that's wrong, but like
Mm,
I can get rid of that for something
see,
else. But again, that's my hardest matchup.
I don't think like Dayberry will be good for you because like hypothetically you usually call either fusion or exceeds, right? Which
Yes.
you will actually end with on those monsters. So it could potentially even conflicting. Like if you already have a Requiem, then Dayberry is just awkward here.
Yes. If I have that though, I'm not. If I make the board, they're not gonna out the board. It's when they like have like the two hand traps and then like the follow up because I don't think Zoo. If I get Dragoon plus basically plus like a 3 negate Appaloosa, I don't know how they're outing that to be honest. Because like Zoo
Uh,
second is negate twice.
Actually, I have a random thoughts.
Sure. What's up?
Give me a minute to see if it works. This says any car on the field. Rusty says any car field. See, usually when I have a situation like thinking about D barrier, my conflicting with my own monsters, right? I
Yeah.
usually try to replace it with Sanctum size.
Oh. Okay. 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 Actually, I really like that.
That's like a fair replacement of it, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Because you can pop your own type as well. I see what you're
Then
saying.
then the common idea is what are you gonna do if you draw the size? And I was like, could how like imagine you actually draw the size, right? How often can you just go draw phase, fog blade back to like any what's called break sword into rusty point to
No, you're right.
rusty pop the size you set.
That's actually that's the play. They all because then I just take those out for the gamma and the driver, and that's it.
Because well, you don't need gamma driver obviously. So you have no issue even you draw the size. Unfortunately, in
Correct.
like
Wow,
unfortunate situations.
that's really good.
Then
Okay.
there's another question: is like, are you even able to actively set up that board? Because you can. There's Dagda existing now, and it seems like
There's
you have
what?
a the artifact link Dagda.
Oh yeah. My
So.
okay. So my one flex spot here is the second Levier. That
Mm-hmm.
was originally a Trisbania,
Mm-hmm.
but that wasn't doing enough versus back row, so I cut it.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have room for that.
So see,
Um.
wait, what do you need the link spider for?
So the Link Spider, and the second Verte are for when they nib me. I play through nib
Oh,
that way.
all right, never mind that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm thinking
I
like,
can set my boards like I can't negate nib, but I
yeah,
can
you
no
can
matter what
recover. You can
MFP's in hand, I can
recover.
always play through it to at least get the Verte and
Yeah.
the thing set. So I need those ones.
So I'm thinking like, how often you are able to just include Dagda into the combo? Because if you can consistently, maybe just not even making a like, maybe not even making a requiem, just have maybe my game plan is just Dagda set the size and Dagda set the size, then in my opponent's turn use Rusty to pop the size to trigger it. How
What is
effective would that
attribute
will be?
is Dagda light or what attribute is it?
Like
It's light.
it's light. All the artifacts are light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
So
The only issue is like that break sword. Some of the stuff locks me in the darks, but I guess that should be fine.
should be able to
That should be fine.
Dagda before it, I'll say. Also,
And Dagda's just any two monsters.
two different monsters, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Even
That's
token.
honestly probably that's probably better than like in
Requiem.
some sometimes plays better than like just going from Raw Dragoon in some
Yeah.
matchups.
I mean, if you're able to set up like Dragoon Dagda, you should be able to just win.
Yeah, honestly. So what would you take out
Then,
this? So the 3D bear, but anything else gone?
well,
What
don't
would you
think
take
about
out?
like two minor things. Just think about like the general idea, like how often that combo is possible, right? Also, if you think Dagda cannot be used as material later, you can even make an Anaconda and turn Dagda into Dark. So you can now you can use Dagda into a Rusty,
Wow.
right? That is synergy because Anaconda can't
Yeah,
turn
yeah, yeah.
anything into Dark.
I've never used that effect of Verte once with this deck, but I guess yeah.
I've the only time I used it was summon Dragoon, then turn something else to Dark and use Dragoon to negate it, pop it. So my Dragoon's at 4K.
uh,
But yeah, that's a play.
Um,
Also,
yeah, that's something.
if you have Sanctum, technically you have more size of more copy of Lancia as well, because that's also another
Yeah,
artifact.
that's what I was thinking as well. Is that like it's just as good against Virtual World? Is that even if they don't have the
If you size them,
yeah
it's pretty much
and
good enough.
stuff?
Also, if
Like,
you are actually resolving the combo, you're summoning a size and you resolve like Rusty size in what draw phase or standby phase, right? That bypass 3T.
yeah,
If they wanna if they wanna drop play you, then your old board get drop play anyway.
yeah.
Mm,
Well, so, okay, the one thing I have with this is that so the deck right now, the deck because the rank up is like during the main phase at any point the quick play. I don't lose to ruler. But I guess
mm,
people are playing droplet over ruler anyway, right?
I think people are play either or, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
You can
Yeah.
see both in the format, yeah.
So then for the end board, I still think Requiem is very strong. But do you think going for artifact deck is better, or it just depends on the matchup?
Mm, I don't know PK that well. I'm saying like it's even possible to have both.
I I don't think I don't think you can have that Dragoon and Bardiche. Maybe there's a way. I
Probably
just
have
don't
like
see it.
you can probably have like 2 out of those 3, right?
I can have two. I can always have two out of those three. Yes.
So maybe it's because in terms of a sort of a combo deck like we were trying, it's always better to just
Yeah.
figure out how the combo goes through first, then build a deck based on it. So I feel like maybe we should just refine the combo a little bit. Now you can have a choice of 2 different ending thing out of 3 if it actually works that way. And let me see, either Requiem Dragoon size, or Requiem size. Yeah, either of
Yeah.
them was like as long as size resolve, it's like you almost win.
Basically, yeah.
Size just sounds too good to a point. Maybe even what if we just even give up the Requiems?
I
Let's
don't
just
know. I
let's just play a Dragoon size slot deck. That could be
I
a
get what
route.
you're saying.
Could be a
That's
route.
like okay, because hear me out though. Hear me out on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Requiem, because the play of Requiem package only has one brick, which is just the rank up. Even that's not that bad
Yes,
to draw,
yes.
it's, right? But the scythe package is like going second. That's 4 bricks.
I
So I don't.
mean, are you gonna
Is it
ming
so bad
the
to add it
sanctums?
in?
Are you gonna ming the sanctums?
No, I was gonna side all 4 of those cards. Unless you think that's bad.
Yeah, but I feel like going second, join the rank up and join the size is like the same thing, right? You just did.
Most of the time, I've won a couple games with the rank up, just like going into the Arc Rebellion for game. But that's like results based thinking. That doesn't matter.
Yeah. I feel it's possible. You can
Uh,
just work on different ratios and see how it goes. Because I'm
yeah,
not
I'll figure
that
something out.
familiar
Okay,
with like the PK combo, so um, clearly you can have a higher chance to working it out for
no, I'll
compared to
figure
me.
something out.
Like,
Okay, last thing. Like this is the first time I ever played more than 40. Besides, like I looked at Danger Thunder, that was it.
mm-hmm.
How many should I be like? I'm convinced that with this deck playing 40, I'm just playing too many bricks for it to be right. Like I'm playing Driver, I'm playing the BAs, I'm playing Dark Edition Red Eyes, a Fusion. Like, how many cards do you think is right for this kind of list? If you had to guess.
There's no definite answers. It's I will say it's usually either 40 or 60, right?
I
Mm,
don't think just like their numbers. There are numbers that are between 40 and 60. You know.
yeah, there are numbers existing, but hypothetically, you don't want to be in between because then you just it's almost impossible. Like how I build deck, I usually have 40, 46, and 60. Why 46? That's the max I can have with 1 pack of sleeve. So that's usually my numbers 40, 46, and 60. That's it.
okay. Okay.
Like
But
40,
they're like
maybe up to 42, which is possible. Because 40 to 42, the number doesn't change that much.
yeah. I looked into so like has anyone ever done the math about like
Hmm.
because I'm not like a mathematician, but I'm like I'm going to graduate school for mathematics. Like some interest in like has anyone ever done like the geometric distributions, but like in general for like how they change with number of bricks and the number of cards in the deck?
The
Because
only
like,
the only calculator I
sure,
use
go ahead.
one like if you're looking at the screen, this is the one.
So, oh, sorry, I muted. I stopped stream. Okay, now I'm looking at stream. Okay.
Well, I probably should share the. Let me see.
No, I can see it now. I just
Yeah.
muted the stream. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you only need to looking at it. Like, this is the calculator I use.
Okay,
So
just general
usually,
geometry calculator.
yeah,
That's just general geometry.
it's the most simple one. Just calculating how many. Like, I usually you should use this to calculate how many, the hand trap ratios. So, for example, like if I have play a 40 card deck and I have 9 hand traps, well, I couldn't build it that way. So the percentage is like 74 and 31. Oh, in terms of a 60 card deck, I think the number is like 14 hand traps is like the closest to it, with 74 and 33.
Yeah.
That's how I have like, or manipulate the percentage of my hand traps in the deck.
Okay. Okay.
I'll probably throw this into the Discord.
So just general ideas for I don't take too much more of your time. I'm sorry for bothering you, but just general ideas is just figure something out with the Sanctum package and just mess around with that for a bit. Figure out how to change numbers for the deck.
If you can build
And
a
then just go from
40,
there.
you can build a 40. Just try to maintain the same percentage and go slightly up is fine. But percentage, I think it matters more than just sheer amount.
No, absolutely. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you so much for your help, Shu. I really appreciate it.
Cool.
All right. Guys, your stream. Looking forward to more.